What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Diablo Research Institution. I am your host, Professor Iceman. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Like the video if you will, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the page and hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my channel members and my patrons. May you have many wives. Links in the description below. So I've been playing Diablo 4 for a hot minute. My character is now level 16. Okay? Goes by the name of Boo. It looks alright. I think that they need to have a bit more customization for the face, the body, the hair, things like that. And this is body paint, by the way. They are not tattoos. Not on this vermin. No thank you. Just body paint, don't worry. It washes right off. Just for the aesthetic, looks okay. But, yeah, I think there should be a little bit more customization to the face and body. That ain't half bad, though. I am looking forward to playing the droid. So, I found some gear that helps improve the skills. I'll show you these gloves that I found in just a moment here. There should be some baddies on the way here. Let's find out. And I have a teleport skill. You teleport like that. What else do I have? I have the flame ward. Very nice skill. Hydra. Check out Hydra. Hydra's pretty nice. See that? And it's modified to where if I have over 80% health, it has another head, I believe. So it has 4 heads right there. Quite nice. And here's Chain Lightning, which is what I wanted to showcase in this video. I'll show you why. So I will head to the dungeon. What is that spell? This spell is called Firebolt. Hurl a flaming bolt, dealing 34 damage and burning for 136 damage over 8 seconds. Firebolt pierces through burning enemies. Oh! And that bubble you see there comes from a unique item that I found. The shoulder pads, I believe. I'll showcase them in just a moment here. So this is a dungeon, and from the looks of it, the enemies in this game level up with you. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I was kind of hoping for otherwise, because Diablo 2, it's cool how you can go to areas that have lower level monsters than yourself and you just go there and obliterate everything and maybe still find some goodies. But in this game, it seems like they're all just leveling with you, but nonetheless, once we get to the end game stuff, at least that means we can farm everywhere, so maybe it's not so bad. We'll see how it goes. So, here's the skill tree, which I really like. Check this out. Zooming out. So it starts way up here, and every level, of course, you gain 1 skill point. So right off the bat, you could choose one of these, what are they called? They're called basic skills. So you could go fire, cold, lightning, are the options that you had there. You have firebolt, you have arc lash, you have frostbolt, and spark. Spark was awesome, I tried that. Launches a bolt of lightning, I remember seeing this in the trailers. But for this build, because of the gear that I found, I decided to go fire. So I put 1 into firebolt, hurl a flaming bolt dealing, already read that one. And then you can modify them. Enhanced firebolt here. Firebolt pierces through enemies, and you can modify it again, but I did not modify it again. I just kept it where it was. I saved the skill points. In fact, I should probably take that away. Or did I have to? I think I had to spend 2 points here. I'll have to double check. Yeah, I think it forces you to spend 2 points here at the beginning to continue on. But you could modify it in a few different ways. Firebolt generates 2 mana when hitting a burning enemy. Oh, that's kind of helpful. Glinting Firebolt. Critical strikes with Firebolt increase the burning damage you deal to the enemy by 20% for 4 seconds. But then this little red line starts going down there as you invest your skills. So then you have core skills. A couple nice ones. Incinerate, which I haven't tried yet. Fireball, which actually have a +1 to Fireball on my gear. So that's something that I like that separates this from Diablo 3. is you can find skills on gear, just like you could with Diablo 2. So in this case, I never invested a point into Fireball, but I still have a point in it because of my gear. And another example is charged bolts, which I have from gear as well. I don't use either of them. I use Chain Lightning. As you can see here, mine is 6 out of 5 now, where max was 5. So you can go over your max and level it up even more with your gear. So Fireball is awesome. I intend to try that more in the future. Frozen Orb, I wasn't too impressed by it. Ice Shards, haven't tried it. And then you have these other nodes that you can invest in as well. Your maximum mana is increased by 3%. But here's Electrocute, or Chain Lightning, similar to Electrocute in Diablo 3. Unleash a stream of lightning that deals 174 damage and chains between nearby enemies and you up to 6 times. So it can chain from yourself as well. An improvement from the Diablo 2 Chain Lightning. And unfortunately, in Diablo 2, Chain Lightning just sucks. So something might be had here with Diablo 4 and Chain Lightning in that it might be actually useful. And so far it is. Prioritizing enemies is how it works out. So I leveled mine up all the way to 5, and every level it increased its damage, so it's now doing 174 damage. And then I modified it twice, and the modifiers are listed right here, where Chain Lightning gains a 3% increased critical strike chance per bounce, and when Chain Lightning critically strikes, it has a 25% chance to form a crackling energy. And the crackling energies are great because you go and pick them up and they start swirling around you like what you see right here. And it lasts until it strikes an enemy nearby. So once you go near enemies, it'll start striking them. I don't know the damage it does. And then this little belt here appeared after I had the crackling energies, so you can stack it all the way up to the top here. So you can get 3, 6, 9, you can get 12 of them in total, 12 charges of that. So, yeah, Chain Lightning has been a pretty good time. So let's see how well it works out. In this dungeon. There was the crackling stuff. The crackling stuff shot at some enemies or something. Oh my god!
Out of mana once again.
Oh my god! I'm doing a lot more damage than I was before. Holy sh... Oh! God damn! Yep! Okay, I'm doing quite a bit of damage. I'm liking this, and here's Hydra. Look at the damage Hydra does. Not bad. And you can modify it, of course. You can modify all these skills. So yeah, but there's more customization from what we were used to in Diablo 3. I mean, because of this, you know, you can actually level up your skills as you choose and modify them if you want. And you have all the... so far in the beta, you can go all the way down. I'm not sure if you can go down to here. I'm here, where you can have Blizzard. When I level up next, I can put a point into Blizzard, which I want to try. And you can have Meteor, which does a lot of damage, and I have it from gear. Fire Wall, and Bowl Lightning. And then you have these nodes as well. And here's there's a charge thing. There should be a boss in here that I defeated at one point. Teleport has a cooldown, but you can modify it, have more charges. I know that many miss the Diablo 2 teleport, where you can just use up all your mana. I'm guessing they just didn't want everyone to have to make the sorcerer so they can teleport all over the place and leave everyone else in the dust. So in order to eliminate that, they put a cooldown on teleport.
Out of mana.
But yeah, the game's okay. The game's okay so far. It's been a bit linear. I do like how with Diablo 2 you can walk outside of town and you have the Bloodmoor, just a wide open area, just go all over the place and kill shit. and there's a Den of Evil somewhere in it. You know, I do like that. I don't like how it's so damn linear. So far, this game has been like that. I haven't been into any wide open areas. So I'm hoping in the future we see some wide open areas, because I do like that. I'm guessing the endgame content will be a bit more open, like the rifts of D3 or whatever. But so far I haven't been seeing that. But I found some uniques. The Band of Unbroken Tether. This ring here that modifies my chain lightning. So here's some of the stats that you get in Diablo 4. You get similarly to what we get in D2 with resists. We have 9.2 cold resistance, 9.2 shadow resistance, plus 2 life on kill. Really like the life on kill mods. 6.5% damage to close enemies. I don't know how close is, but maybe we can find out somewhere. 2.5% lucky hit chance. I don't know why they call it lucky hit chance. Makes me think that this was outsourced by NetEase or something. But you'd think there'd be chance to hit, but whatever. Plus 5 to maximum life. And then here's a unique mod of the ring. Chain Lightning has a 29% chance to chain 2 additional enemies. So you can find stuff like that that modifies your skills. Something else I've noticed. For your attack power, I was trying to figure out what this actually meant, and I didn't read the tooltip. So after I read the tooltip, I realized what the hell it meant. Because initially, I think they catfished us with this. You know how those fat bitches get guys on dating websites? They make them seem like they're something that they're not. I think Blizzard kind of did that with Diablo 4 in some ways. One of the ways is I was excited because, unlike Diablo 3, our skills now have set damage that they do, which then incentivizes us to level them up or get plus skill gear to help increase their damage and so forth. And while that is true, that they showcase that to us, what I didn't know, and I'm wondering if they were hiding this from us until now, but I really don't know. I didn't realize that they were going to mesh that with weapon damage. Because, of course, one of the bad things about Diablo 3 was all your damage was based around your weapon damage. So as long as you got a big-ass weapon on, all your skills basically do the same damage in proportion to one another. So it really lacked the customization and the beefing up some skills over others that Diablo 2 had. So when they exposed the fact that skills have set damage and you can level them up, I thought that was a great idea and I was very pleased to hear it. But the trick they pulled on us is, it seems like weapon damage does in fact add to your skills. So they add the two together. It's not that bad of a thing, I think, without putting much thought into it, except for my concern, which is, what if later in the end game there's a vast imbalance where it's primarily reliant on your weapon damage? That would take place if your skills and their damage remain quite low, to where it would be quite minimal in comparison to the massive weapon damage that you get. To where then it'd just be heavily leaned toward the weapon you have in hand, and all these skill numbers won't really matter nearly as much. And I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping they're quite evenly balanced, where about 50% of it's from your skill damage, 50% of it's from your weapon damage added together. Hopefully that's the case. Then it won't turn into Diablo 3, where we're just looking for a big-ass weapon that allows all of our skills to do a lot of damage. Because I do like having some customization. And the Paragon is something I'm looking forward to. I think that's going to be great because it's a massive map that helps modify your skills and passives, all by your own customization and desires. So I'm thinking that's going to be a good thing. But I found a couple uniques. I'm going to be leveling this character up more. Level 16 right now, so I'll be on my way to 25 hopefully soon. I found these shoulders, protecting boneweave helm. My bad, it's a helm. It's the helm that I couldn't even tell what the hell it was. That's probably another problem that people have with this game, is the items kind of look like shit. And I don't think that's going to be changing, so that's just what we're stuck with. But it has some unique modifiers. So do these gloves. They give 1 to chain lightning, 1 to charge bolts, 1 rank to fireball, which is cool because then you can experiment with other skills without using points to try them out. Meteor kind of looks like ass. I'm surprised. This actually looks worse than the Diablo 3 Meteor. Hell, it looks worse than the Diablo 2 Resurrected Meteor. Maybe I just have the settings turned down. Maybe it's just because it's the beta. But, you know, there are some minor complaints. But I'm curious what you guys have to say about Diablo 4 so far and your experience with it. Have you been enjoying it? How do you think it compares to Diablo 2 Resurrected? Do you feel like it's more like Path of Exile? Or is it more like Diablo 3? And do you think this game's going to be good? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on these matters. Like this video. Subscribe to the page. And peace be with you.